Hello Aquarius, welcome to your reading everyone. So this week we're going to do, it's been a while, a release and a receive. So we're going to find out what it might be good for you to release in life right now. This could be something physical in your life. This could be an idea, a thought, a belief system. Could be many different things. We're going to find out and what the receive is. So the receive is usually something that the universe would like to bring to you. Whether you release whatever this is or not may or may not affect this coming in. I often think this is going to come in anyways, but it just might take longer, or it might not come in as successfully if we don't release whatever we're being asked to release. So let's get started. We're going to do my energy oracle deck, one of my old standbys, my old friends, I guess they are. And we're going to do Tarot de la Nuit. And we're also going to go into El Key, my El Key oracle deck in here. So let's get started. Release and receive for Aquarius. Release and receive for Aquarius. There we go. Well, the release is a man holding a coin. Let's see where this goes. Release the hold on your money. The receive. The receive for Aquarius. The receive for Aquarius. Oh my gosh, that's hilarious. I'm going to look at that. So the receive is the door to value. That really kind of feels like what I was saying. Like the universe wants to bring you something, but it'll come in better if you release something. Probably a concept or something that you're hanging on to, or how you believe it should come in. What is the... Oh, I'm going to put this with the door to value. The sun. So the sun and the door to value are in your receive. That's pretty nice. Wish fulfillment, abundance, prosperity. I want to say being very comfortable. And the sun is your wish fulfillment. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. Second chakra, Archangel Ariel. Second chakra is about, you know, the more intimate areas of ourselves. Areas that we protect often, unless in like the most intimate of times. It's interesting because you wouldn't associate that with money, but maybe. So man holding a coin. This is where I'm going to go in to the El Key deck. And let's see. The man holding a coin, like I would look at that as kind of the King of Pentacles. You may be too, like, maybe you feel like there's some sort of offer coming your way. Maybe a promotion, a raise. You're anticipating this. You're waiting for it. You're wanting it. But, you know, you're being asked to release that so that you can receive the door to value and your wish fulfillment. It really feels an awful lot like the universe wants to give you what you want, but they want to give it to you in a much higher level of giving than what you were asking to receive right now. It's kind of like the universe saying, you know what, yeah, this is what you're asking us for, but we had this planned. What are you talking about? It's like being a little kid. And your parents say, what would you like for Christmas? Oh, you're thinking, what do I ask? What do I ask for? And you're kind of thinking, you know what? The last time I asked for this, this, and that, they complained that I was being greedy and I wanted too many things. So hey, I just want that. So I'll say, okay. So what you really want to ask for is maybe like a 10-speed bike. Like I want that 10-speed bike. But I think they're going to think I'm being too greedy, so... I really like the board game of life. And if your parents are thinking, didn't he want a bike? That's all he's asking for is the board game of life. That's kind of what the universe is saying here. It's like, that's all you're asking for? Are you sure? Are you sure about that? Because we were prepared to give you much more. I feel that. The universe is prepared to give you much more. So... let's go. Oh my gosh. Oh. release is really releasing today, right off the table. She who grants wishes, wish, desires, and hopes. See, you got what you're wishing and hoping and desiring for. You're not asking for enough. You gotta release. Release this. This is too interesting. I don't want to say funny. Aquarius never gets mad at me. You guys are pretty good. Somebody get mad at me. Okay. Yeah, can you believe sometimes people get mad when I'm laughing? I think it's just the mindset that someone's in. I think if someone comes to a reading, I should say that at the beginning of a reading, if you're really feeling really down, maybe take a step away and don't watch any tarot. Because I find even a positive reading, people will find so much negative in it. I'm thinking, I don't understand. I thought that was a good reading. It seemed pretty good to me. And it's not to say. And then I did a reading for Capricorn a couple weeks ago. There was a crocodile waiting in the pond. And most people kind of saw it and thought, you know what, I see like different elements to them. And then one person, he put in a community section of comments that I was not in the, me and my cards were not in the light, and we had no idea what's going on. And I'm like, cannot please everybody, man. If the messages are too positive, someone's going to get mad at you. If they're a little bit negative, I don't want to say negative, I wanted to say informative, like cautionary. Take caution and take note. And you're not in the light. Life is real. There's assholes out there. Just be careful. You know, sometimes that comes out in a reading. So, the receive. I'm just being sassy because I feel like the universe really wants to give you something good here. The receive for Aquarius. The receive for Aquarius. She who changes. Transformation, change, enchantment. Oh man, you got it. This looks really good. Yeah, there's moon energy coming in with this iris. Kind of like the unknown. Ooh, you know what? She has all these stars on what she's wearing too. Who is this chick? Let's see. Let's learn more about Iris here. Because I'm getting like Aquarian and Pisces energy from it. Her. Iris, she who changes, wears a waxing moon on her forehead and a curving snake on her arm. Both are emblems of change and transformation. The moon reminds us how we cycle from waxing to full to waning. The snake, ultimate agent of transformation, sheds its skin to live again. The snake's magic reminds us that as long as we are never stagnant, we will continue to reinvent ourselves. It is this power of transformation that invites us to celebrate the enchantment of this moment. Shed the skin of yesterday to cloak yourself in your new persona. Iris asks you, are you ready to do this? Iris brings the message that you are in a moment of change. You can choose to move into a new self or pull back on the self you were before. There is nothing static about this issue. Do not put too much weight on things as they are. Instead, take a step back, remind yourself of the moon cycles as well as the turning of the seasons. If you remember all things change, you will find yourself prepared to adapt to the ever-cycling world. Two questions here. Why am I fighting this change? How can I flow into the transformation? What do I need to do to honor this cycle? I kind of get like linking it to this reading again. I'm kind of getting that, you know, whatever you're wishing and hoping and dreaming for yourself here, whatever you would like to receive, that is, you're basing that on the parameters of how you've lived your life up to this point. Almost like wipe the chalkboard clean. Wipe the chalkboard clean and just look at the dark black abyss of it and allow anything to come in. Because, you know, they're talking about this transformation and change. I always like to go back to the caterpillar and the butterfly. So imagine being the caterpillar. You're the caterpillar and the universe wants to grant you the ability to fly from Nunavut. I don't know if monarch butterflies are they in Nunavut? I don't know. Maybe. Let's just say Nunavut, which is very, very far north Canada, to Mexico. And the caterpillar is like, I wouldn't even dream that. That's ridiculous. I can't even walk from here to across the street in less than a day. How am I going to do that? Right? Like that's that parameter. But there's a transformation here. There's a big transformation. So you can't imagine, Aquarius, where this is going, because this is pretty good. This is, it's more than what you're wishing for, I'm getting. Most people would be happy with either one of these cards. You got both of them. And all you had was this dude. That's all you had. That was it. I was like, oh yeah, no, release this. Release it. Really, it's kind of like release the concept of any way that you think that you get abundance. I would say that's fairly accurate, right? Any way that you could comprehend yourself receiving or achieving abundance. Just release that. Release it. It's easy to say, isn't it? I know. I'm sitting on this side of the camera. It's like, yeah, it's easy to say. What's on the bottom here? So I'm going to do tarot cards here because this is very intriguing. Oh, she who creates is at the bottom. Creativity, originality, spontaneity. Yes, be ready. Think creatively. Think, oh, come on. Yeah, this is so Aquarius. Originality, creativity, spontaneity. This is it. You go from just, you know what, you feel like you need to, yeah, release the paradigms, man. Release the dogma. Release. Even release it how you look at yourself. You know, because this one I really see as Aquarian energy now that I'm taking the time to look at it, right? So she's got these big stars on her outfit. It's all about wishes, desires, and hope. And that is the star card in the tarot. It really, really is. Release who you know yourself to be and get ready to transform here, to transform. So we're going to look at the tarot and see how it was. What's going on here? I can't stop looking at the second chakra. As I'm shuffling, I'm like, there's got to be a reason. There's got to be a reason for this. This is a very intimate space. It's the house of the soul. It's a vulnerable area. It's the area that we only, you know, for the most part, share with ourselves, and then only under very trustful conditions would share this area with others. I don't know. Maybe you guys are reading how this is fitting in here. I'm still pulling it in. Okay, so let's see. That's perhaps the area that you need to embrace more. The vulnerable aspect of you. The vulnerable, intimate aspect of you is what is guiding you to your receive. The vulnerable, intimate aspect of you is what is guiding you to the receive. Because this is the house of the soul. And the house of the soul is the true you. And then that's, in that energy, in that state, is where you would find what is beyond what your mind could dream of, what you could think of for yourself. Okay. I'm going to get almost 2 cards. Okay, 2 cards for each. Queen of Swords, the 2 of Cups, the 5 of Wands, and the 3 of Cups. 4 of Cups on the bottom, but I'm still going to shuffle one out here. Okay. Queen of Swords and the 2 of Cups. This is part of the release. This is interesting. These releases and receives are always so interesting. The receive is the 5 of Wands and the 3 of Cups. Cut out your concept of duality and equality. That's what I'm getting here. Cut out your concept of duality and equality, equal give and take. Release that, because there's something, I guess, more equal, more balanced, more fruitful. The Five of Wands and the Three of Cups, though, in this receive. Yeah, I'm getting the message too. I mean, there are characters and players in this stage of your life here that you're going to meet that you haven't imagined meeting before. And you know, this is the Five of Wands I'm feeling is the idea of the struggle in terms of separating ourselves from the past. It's this struggle, it's embracing the struggle of identifying ourselves from the past, our concepts from the past. It's actually embracing that, not feeling like you're running away from it. Embracing that, recognizing it, seeing it, and in seeing it, we become aware of possibilities beyond that. Because she's sitting and she's got some interesting friends there. She's got a cat, she's got a bunny. It's very, you know, this is a fun energy, but it's a different kind of fun. It's really a different kind of fun here. You know, it's like going down into the rabbit hole. But it's a good rabbit hole. I don't want to, you know, the rabbit hole is a term that's often used for delving deep into stuff that we don't understand, and you know, you get in there and before you know it, it's like, I thought this rabbit hole was like 3 meters deep. It's 3,000 meters deep and I can't find my way out of it. What the hell was I looking at on YouTube? I started off watching a tarot reading and now they're showing me that there's aliens that live at the base of this condominium in Singapore. Like, right? Like, you just went down, down, down. This is a good rabbit hole, but it's very different. I want to see the energy sitting between this. Yeah, because this is like the Queen of Swords and the Two of Cups. So releasing your cards, because the Two of Cups too, in a regular tarot, is really, it's about two people that equally give and take with each other, equally feel the same way about each other, equally express it. Oh, the same way. I never noticed that. The girl in the back, her eyes are all blacked out. That's kind of creepy. Oh, see? I never saw that card like that before. I don't know if you can see that. Her eyes are... See the girl in the background? Her eyes are blacked out. Ew. Like black ink. Like a zombie. Like a zombie. Oh. Yeah, like, okay. So what's going on here is... like... these connections that you have now or in the past, not all of them, not everybody, but some, you know, you thought things were equal, but if we don't truly see ourselves, we're not truly seeing other people. And so then we spend most of our time applying labels and expectations and, assumptions onto other people. So you may have been assuming that you were having connections with people that were Two of Cups, that were very equal, because you were projecting, you know, your belief on that. So it's really releasing it. Really releasing that. Queen of Swords, she cuts stuff out. She'll cut it out when she sees that it's not serving her. And then here's the new thing. Here's the new thing. So, oh, that's interesting too. So there are going to be some connections along the way that end up like this, the Five of Wands. These two people on the bridge, they don't communicate anymore. They don't connect anymore. They're just not on the same path. There's ice that's kind of formed between them. I believe the little story on this card, we were once friends, we were once lovers, but now there's nothing between us but silence, distance, and ice. It's just, that's it. And in the Three Cups, go meet your freaky fun friends. I like that. Your fun, freaky friends. So what's sitting between here? Now that we're getting this here. Because the house of the soul, right? The house of the soul is the prominent energy, the underline here. This intimate house of the soul here. What sits between the release and the receive for Aquarius? What is sitting between the release and the receive for Aquarius? Judgment. Okay, there's another card sitting here face down. This is a great judgment card. Walking from out of the darkness of the woods and projecting yourself forward into the light. Even looking back one last time and moving forward. That's interesting. It's like a whole new world out there too. It looks very different. Yeah, this is a new world. This is like a new world. It's really funny. I'm going to share something with you. So I started doing your reading with another deck, and it was a different basis. I was like 10 minutes in it. I was like, so you just feel like, no, this isn't right. This is like, it doesn't feel right. But the really weird thing about it was the card that, okay, it's still on the bottom. It's still on the bottom. I was going to use this deck and I just decided not to. No, it didn't feel right. It was like projecting yourself into a new world was how the reading was started. It wasn't flow. I don't know how to explain it. Like sometimes something is just not sitting right, and it doesn't happen very often. It might happen like out of all the readings that I do, general readings for YouTube, it might happen like once every 2 or 3 months. It's pretty rare, like considering how many I do a month. I don't even know if it happens that often, where I stop it. I'm like, this is not it. This is not where it's supposed to go. So she's probably usually you because you're the one that I start with. So I'm looking at this card and I got that message. It's walking in, it's going into a new world here. And there's a lot of parameters that existed in the old world that do not exist in the new world. Concepts. Oh, jeez. The Ten of Wands is that other card that came out. Like there's burdens here to be released for sure in releasing this concept of, this is very limited. This is a very limited form of manifestation. I mean, really dream the impossible. Dream the impossible for yourself. I feel like this transformation is a lot to do with the wish fulfillment and the door to value, the abundance. Allow yourself to transform. It's probably the easiest piece of advice in this for the release and the receive. Oh, the bottom is the King of Pentacles. That's exactly what this guy is. The bottom is the King of Pentacles. Yeah, the sun is setting on the castle. There's a new place to go. The sun is setting on that castle. No, is that it? I don't know. That seems like that's it. I just feel like I want to pull out an oracle card, like a final little something, huh? Let's do Journey of Love. The Journey of Love oracle deck we'll do this week. Those are always nice. Message to Aquarius and their release and their receive. A final message to Aquarius for their release and their receive. Man of the earth and woman of the sky, number 48. See, that's the thing too. Like your concept of the Two of Cups in the past is maybe not as divine and beautiful as what it really could be. So let's see what this is. This is interesting. Number 48. I'm gonna wait to get my haircut. 48. I see myself in you and you in me. We may seem to be so different and sometimes yet so similar. Even beyond this, I know deep within that we are one. I can lose myself in your light and receive your light with my body. I can witness the darkness of your shadow and enter into it with my compassion. I can find the divine in our connection, letting go of what I thought I was. I can be broken apart to become as one with you, even if only for a second, and know the divine more intimately than ever before. Our passion leads us to each other, and in each other we find our true selves. This oracle brings you a message of sacred relationship that leads to divine understanding and experience. You are being opened up to sacred relationship, either in your current relationship or one that is on its way to you now, in human relationship and in divine relationship with the heavenly beloved. Know you are worthy of it and keep a light of gentle hope and respect kindling in your heart as you anticipate the union with your beloved. Know that even when it is dark, when it challenges you, there is sacredness unfolding. The love of the divine wants to reach us not only in our happiness, but also perhaps more so in our darkest hour. Let it reach for you through your relentedness with another, and do not be afraid to be broken and opened, for in that cracking of what you thought you were, you shall begin to know what you are, which is heaven on earth. Ooh. As I said, just transform. That's all you gotta do. That's all you gotta do. There you go, Aquarius. Good. I'm glad I went with this. This was better. Yeah, I like that. Thank you so much, Aquarius. Until next time, do be gentle with yourselves. Bye.